the lawsuit that Nebraska's parents are threatening to bring to the Big Ten, and the commissioner, unless he coughs up the final tally and all the notes regarding the decision making on it, and that, you know, COVID, as we all know, has attacked anybody's weak spot, family, professional, whatever weak spot that is out there, whether it's societal, whether it is health, whether it is familial, whether it is personal. COVID finds a weak spot, places its figurative thumb on it, and places pressure. Do you think that the decision making that the Big Ten made and the Pac-12 made, and that the SEC and the other schools are making, do you think at the heart of it is the fact that college football needs to pay their players, and that the only way to have a safe college football season is to do what all the professional sports leagues did, which is to have representatives of management on one side and representatives of the players on the other side, and come up with a plan in which it all works out, and that everybody has to agree, and that there is no representation for players because they're student athletes. And right now, we have to come up with a new term. I came up with it, Pat. It's called online student, on-field athlete. That's basically what they are
like
right
it.
now. That's what they are.
I like it.
And that's what,
Yeah.
do you think that that is truly what is at the heart of everything? That the two conferences that said canceled it don't want to deal with this issue, and the three conferences that are still continuing it are saying the way that we're dealing with this issue is we're going to keep saying we're playing until we can't. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you know what? Bottle everything you said, because you're exactly right. That is the fundamental reason college athletics is in this ridiculous, tortured state is because they have tried, ever since their inception, to pretend that athletes are just normal students and don't create revenue for the schools. And so the insistence on that stance has clouded or informed every single decision that's been made. And if the name, image, and likeness stuff had gone through a year ago, we would probably be a lot closer to being able to play. But still, if you want to take it the next step further to make sure that you would have more people able to play, yes, would probably be if there were a player representation, if there was a union of some kind, if there was collective bargaining, if there was an agreement that was put forward by the conferences that says, here's what we were asking you to do, and the representatives can say, yes, we will do it, or no, we won't. And then the players can opt out if they want individually, but collectively, they can either go forward or not go forward. And lacking that, and kind of this entire charade that we've been putting up with in college sports for decades, this has been exposed now more than ever in the history of college sports.
No doubt about it, Pat, because, again, look, you know, I want my school to play football in the worst way. I mean, I can't imagine a fall without Michigan football, right? I want it. And then seeing a schedule being put out, and then a week later having it saying, well, forget it, and then seeing my school's coach basically say, we've got the protocols to make it work. And then other member schools of the Big Ten saying the same damn thing. We've got the protocols to make it work. As a matter of fact, we've been spending weeks putting it together, and it is working. We can make this work. But knowing that there are other member schools that might not, right, and that there are other programs on the campus that want fall sports that don't have that sort of possibility, that's why it would take some sort of national league to come in and say, well, member schools that can't do it, here's some money to make sure that you can. And then other sports, here's some money that makes sure that you can. And there's no possibility of that happening, right? Like, we can't get together and come up with the plan and be reasonable as parents are asking, and college coaches are saying they wouldn't want to be part of that discussion. You can't have that discussion if you're saying, well, you're just a student athlete. That's it.
Yeah. Right. No, that's the fundamental flaw. And as we've, the myriad attempts over the years to try to fix the flaw, to address the system, all run into this, first of all, philosophical intransigence, secondly, economic intransigence, because they don't want to share the money, but thirdly, then just the monumental bureaucracy of the NCAA, which is, we need 19 different committees to study this for a year and a half, and then we can maybe bring it to a vote 6 months after that, and then we'll see if that gets passed, and we can maybe implement it in 2024. It is so hard to get anything done, given the bureaucracy that college sports labors under.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.